Hi, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not relatable. So today we are back with another Amberlynn Reid react. Until the queen of the Amberverse herself returns, I figured we would catch up on some of the videos in her past that really particularly irritated me. So a couple things to address before we start this. I know she's labeled it a Trisha Paytas inspired mukbang. I will never be addressing Trisha on my channel, at least not right now. I can't think of any reason why I would change that though. As problematic and toxic as she is, she also thrives on the attention that anybody gives her, regardless of what kind of attention it is. And I don't want to talk about her, and I don't want to bring that kind of attention to her, because I genuinely feel like if everybody stopped talking about her, Trisha would go away. And as awful as that sounds, she's a bad person. I don't want to give her any of that power over me. Second, I have promised you guys a ton of recipe videos. I can't seem to figure out where to put them in exactly. I was saying, I would do a recipe cook with me with Chantal, and then I would, eat the thing while I reacted. But I don't think that's any of that is really going to work, because Chantal isn't really cooking anything. She's just getting, crappy food from outside and she's eating it. So what I think I'll do is I will just make standalone little cooking recipe videos, and I'll just post them on the weekends. If anyone's interested, you guys can watch it. Most of these are my own recipes, so if you guys want to try and create them at home, go for it. Let me know how whether or not you like them. If you're doing them on Instagram, do tag me. If you're gonna put up a picture on Twitter, let me know. I would love to come check it out. With that, let's jump right into the react.
Hey guys, okay, so we're gonna do a mukbang. I'm gonna be eating this board game. I'm just kidding. I actually have Burger King. I got diet soda. So I'm gonna be eating, obviously, but I'm also going to be reading comments. So we have our cheesy tots. It comes with 8 of them. Yeah, it's okay. And then we have a spicy sandwich. Okay.
I think I've only eaten Burger King maybe a handful of times as an adult. I think I've mentioned in a video before that I used to eat Burger King a lot when I was younger, mostly because it was one of the only affordable things when my parents first came to North America. But I have not really eaten it as an adult. And because I have dietary restrictions, the stuff that I can actually get there is pretty limited. It's just, I don't know. If I have to get fast food, I'm going to get pizza, because pizza all day, every day, it's the best. Second would be Popeyes, because I love their popcorn shrimp. They're so good. Oh my God. And I think that would be it. I think those would be the ones I would go for, at least as far as savory foods go. If I have to pick a burger, I'm going to go ahead and pick the one my partner makes at home. I know that's a little bit of a cop-out, but those are the ones that I can eat, and also they are perfect. My partner makes them absolutely perfect.
Oh my God. And no, I'm not a troll. Oh my God, that's a new thing.
I like how she's saying that, because she has since admitted that she trolls her audience. Thankfully, at least we got that admission out of her.
Okay, so. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm ready.
So let me know if you guys actually feel the same way that she does about fast food, because she seems so excited. But whenever I generally have to go to a fast foodie place, I'm kind of sad, because there's not a lot on the menu that I can eat. So I know I'm going to end up getting stuck eating something like French fries or whatever. And it's not that I don't love French fries, but nobody wants a meal of just plain French fries, So I'm generally not very excited to go to fast food places. If you guys are, let me know down below.
I'm hungry. Okay. And now let's read comments for my newest video, which I know is going to be harsh, but
okay. The thing about eating is that it should be enjoyed and savored, especially if you're eating something that you normally wouldn't incorporate into your meals, right? Hunger and satiation cues generally take a little bit of time to register with your brain. So if you're eating slowly, you're enjoying your food, you're savoring each bite, you'll know the moment you're full. And so it keeps you from overeating, especially if you're prone to it. Just take your time, relax, and enjoy it. And food should be a delicious, comforting thing. You should enjoy it. It's not about stuffing as much as you can into your body as fast as humanly possible. Eat at a measured pace, enjoy what you're eating, taste what you're eating, and if you want more, it's fine to get a little bit more, right? But eating so fast means that you're not even giving your body a chance to catch up, and you could end up eating more than you meant without ever really even realizing it. And if you keep doing this consistently, you're going to end up stretching your stomach out and increasing your appetite, and it'll make it even harder for you to kind of portion control.
I have grown to have some tough skin, let me tell you. And I'm actually very proud of myself for that. So, the last video I uploaded was the spaghetti mukbang. That just went up today, a few hours ago. So, first comment I see is from Madison Mukbang, and she says, "Stop it, get some help." I'm happy that's actually the first comment I see, because I have a dietitian, y'all. As I eat this. Yeah. As I eat this. So, you guys have been telling me, get help, get a dietitian. Why don't you have a dietitian? You have a therapist, why don't you have a dietitian? You've been to the doctor, why don't you have a dietitian? You have money, why don't you have a dietitian? You're fat, why don't you have a dietitian? I have one now. So, yeah, I have a dietitian now, and I want to talk about it more in a video, more of like plot points, what she's helping me with and what she told me to do. So,
having a team of people around you, a dietitian, a therapist, a doctor, can be really, really helpful. And if you're morbidly obese and have any kind of mobility issues, even like a physical therapist, I think a physical therapist would do you a lot of good. The problem is that Amber, what was it Steve had said? Steve from SmokeySteveAndMarc. I'm talking about him like he's my personal friend. I don't know him, though I would love to be a personal friend of Steve's. He had mentioned something in one of his past videos about how addicts can sometimes suffer from something called terminal uniqueness, and that's how Amber views herself. I think she thinks that no program anybody else makes is ever going to be perfect for her, and that she has to figure out what she wants for her body. No team is going to be good if you don't listen to them. Every program, any program can be successful. Any diet can be successful, to be completely honest with you, as long as it's something that you can stick to. And that's, I think, the biggest caveat, right? The way that I eat, I find very easy because I can adhere to it. It's something that I can eat with ease. I don't find it uncomfortable. I don't find it unsatiating. I'm generally full and I'm generally comfortable. If you're eating at a starvation level calorie deficit and you're eating foods you don't like, it's just all lettuce and green tomatoes, you're going to be miserable and you won't be able to adhere to it, and you'll go back to eating exactly the same way that you were before, right? Any diet can work if you can work it. And therapists, dietitians, doctors, physical therapists, only as good as their patients. You can only get better if you listen to them. Amber has shown no ability to do any of this. She doesn't want to change what she's doing because she believes that everything she's doing is 100% correct. She also believes that she knows better than trained professionals. We've seen this tendency of hers in the past. And now that she's lost weight on her own, I feel like she's going to stick to that I know best mentality even more. And that honestly worries me, because if she keeps that up, she might lose the weight, but I don't think she'll be able to keep it off. I don't think she'll be able to maintain the change, and she'll just gain all the weight back. And honestly, there's a good chance she might gain back more than she lost.
Queen of the 99. And they said, why? I am a nurse and I have written this before. I've cared for so many people that ate their way into the ICU. They chose food over life. The BS, BP, edema, respiratory infections, SOB, wounds that won't heal due to DM2, and I can go on. These patients were in their early 40s and younger. 30 is around the corner, and I really hope that You take care of yourself. Best of luck to you, Amber. Thank you for being sweet. Eric, your face. What are you doing? You just look weird.
Amber talks a lot about how much hate she gets, but this is why she gets so much hate. That was the biggest fuck you to all of the audience members who've left her kind, caring, thoughtful messages. This person's apparently left this message more than once. And rather than responding to it, engaging with it in any kind of meaningful way, she just out and out dismissed it and then went on carrying a conversation with people that are completely off the screen. That is disrespectful to your audience. That is a terrible thing to do to somebody who genuinely seems concerned about your health. And more importantly, you're not learning anything from them. This person says that they are a nurse. They're a trained medical professional, and they're telling you from their experience what they've seen happen to people of your size. Nothing? No? Nothing? You don't have anything productive to say? You don't have anything other than, well, thank you for being kind. And even that was done with such a smug attitude. This is why Amber bothers me so much. This is why she makes me so incredibly angry. She loves to go on and on and on about how much hate she gets, but she will never acknowledge any positive criticism. She wants to use the hate as a blanket statement that everyone just gives me hate and everyone just gives me crap and that's all I ever get and blah, 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 because she is the perpetual victim of YouTube.
Next comment is from Tedinator Cruz. Who else here legitimately believes that Amberlynn will end up bedbound? So, funny story is, so I've actually been walking more, moving more. My breathing's been better. So I feel like I'm actually doing a lot better. I just feel sad when people think I'm gonna be bedbound because it's never happened. It's not gonna happen.
I mean, yeah, but that did kind of happen though, didn't it? Because you did end up being partially bedbound. You could not sit in a chair anymore. You had to lie down on a couch in your own living room. I really hope she watches this back and she gains some perspective, but I have a feeling that she's not going to. Amber doesn't want to learn anything from anybody else. Amber just wants to do what Amber wants. And if she can convince herself and she can lose weight on her own, then great. But no one else's help is wanted or appreciated. Ever.
Okay. Next comment from Tessa. I need to eat to survive, when in reality you need to stop eating to survive. Not quite, honey. You need to eat to survive. If I totally completely stopped eating, yeah, I'd lose weight. I could probably survive 2 weeks, but then I die.
You have little to no understanding of how the human body works, Amber. Given how much fat she has on there, she could probably be fine for months without eating anything. That being said, I mean, she needs to do this, if anybody's going to do it, it should be done under extremely closely monitored circumstances. I do not recommend that anyone do this at home. 100%, please hear me loud and clear. Do not attempt a water fast at home by yourself. It can be incredibly deadly. But still, you can do it. Under doctor supervision, you can do it. It has been done before. Amber doesn't know anything. That's why she feels so comfortable making that statement and going on to say, well, for 2 weeks, I'll be fine and then I'll die. No, you won't, and you don't know anything. You literally don't know anything about this. You don't even know how your own body functions, so please, just stop.
I think I'm done with those comments. Y'all harsh.
Oh my goodness, what happened to that thick skin that you developed being on YouTube? No? All gone? It's gone back to being as thin as paper? Okay then.
Like, I don't get that way when I read them. I never felt that way.
Felt what way? Felt what way?
Like, something so small, so simple, like hurting you and breaking my heart.
I started YouTube 5 years ago today, by the way.
But, like, I didn't feel that way.
It's my anniversary. Oh yeah, I cared. What, I'm 27, so I started YouTube when I was
22.
22? Oh yeah, I cared. I was so sensitive back then. Like, YouTube has built my skin to be so tough.
Like, the only thing, like, I feel whenever, like, I read comments, it's not even, like, trivial ones like that. Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings. It aggravates me to know that something that I've just always known and I've always felt, especially in the past working in retail, humans are just disgusting. I'm sorry, but that's what I truly believe. Humans are the most disgusting thing that, I may not believe in them, or whatever, not to get into that, but, like, that God ever made. Like, people try saying animals and this and that, and they attack each other. But look how they look out for each other, too, and their family. Like, they do it for the purpose of, like, living. We kill just for, like, sport. Like, we're mean to each other. We backstab each other. We don't care to screw over our friends, not only friends, but family, to steal off of them lives. Like, we're just the most disgusting thing God ever put on this planet. I don't care, and I truly believe that. can't think of it.
Some of us.
Well, yeah, I'm not talking about for the whole race, like every person individually, but I'm saying like as humans in general are compared to like animals. When say, oh, animals are so mean, they're so vicious, and they do this. No, they're pretty. Like if you leave them alone, they keep to themselves. They only kill and eat for the purpose of living. Mm-hmm. We kill things just for, oh, I want some clothing, and I want this nice fur minks and all that. Like we kill just to.
My question is, if animals were intelligent enough, would they do the same thing?
Do you understand the fact that human beings are just intelligent animals? That's all we are. So if other animals were as intelligent as us, there's a very high likely percentage that they also would behave in the same way that we do. Don't believe that? You think that other animals, other sentient creatures would behave better? They'd be more, quote unquote, humane, kinder to their fellow animals? Yeah, Jane Goodall made that exact same mistake, and look what it got her.
These are only like 300 and something calories. This is a little higher. It's like 7, which is hard to believe because it's just, I think what holds the calories is definitely like, because it's breaded. So freaking good. Something I noticed about fast food, for me, it just doesn't like fill me up like it should. Like I'm content, which I should stay content, but
fast food will run right through you for a lot of different reasons. One, primarily, it's that it's highly palatable. It's designed to be almost addictive. So even when you eat it, you want more and more and more because it hits all of the notes of very, very satiating food, very, very highly palatable satiating food. So it's got a ton of fat, it's got a ton of refined sugar in it, little to no fiber in it, very little nutritional content in it, and it's got like the right blend of like sweetness, umaminess, saltiness, fattiness, all of those different components that make food delicious. And it's just done in a completely nutrient devoid package. And like I said, no fiber. That means you're going to eat it. It's literally going to go right through you. You're going to digest it very, very fast. And you're going to get a ton of energy and calories all at once. Your body's not going to know how to react to them. Your body's not going to be able to use all of it at once. It's going to convert most of that to fat. But because you digested it so fast, your stomach's going to be empty. And again, you're going to produce leptin and ghrelin and you're going to get hungry again. So I'm going to stop her video right now, mostly because the rest of it, she's just chatting back and forth with, Becky and Eric and Ricky or whoever else. I don't know. I don't care. I really hate when she does that, where she talks to people off camera. And she does it on a regular enough basis that it truly, truly deeply irritates me. If you're doing a video, do a video, right? I've said this before, but even for my videos, and now especially, I've started doing quote unquote warm reacts. I don't really know what the actual terminology for it is. I basically skip through the video. I watch it at super high speed just to gather my thoughts, and sometimes I'll even jot down a couple of notes, like when I do my last week tonight on Chantel, the weekly Chantel as it were. I make sure to get all of like a quick couple of notes down so that I'm not forgetting to mention anything or talk about something that I really care about. She doesn't do any of that because that requires work, that requires effort. And I've said this before, both Amberlynn and Chantel want to do the least amount of effort for the most amount of payoff. They are inherently lazy people. So that's what she does for the rest of the video. I don't care to react to it. And she honestly really pissed me off. I remember now why Amber irritates me so much. In her blander moments when I watch her more recent vlogs, I forget. And then I go back and I watch something like this and I'm like, right, this was why. Well, that will be it for the video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you hated it, you can give me a thumbs down. That's totally cool. I'm okay with that. You know, express yourself. Let me know. Freedom of speech and all that. Leave a comment down below in the comment section if there's something you think I should really know. Leave me any suggestions for people that you want me to react to, anything you want me to talk about in particular. My personal sphere of interest tends to be more in the body positivity, health at every size, fat acceptance sort of area. That's kind of where I fall. I'm also perfectly comfortable talking about mukbangers as long as it's not what's his face, Nikocado. Like I said, can't stand him, can't watch him. I'm sorry, but anybody else is, I'm willing to give them a shot. I have all my social media accounts linked down below. I have my Instagram where I will occasionally pop up and make slightly more harsh comments. I try not to, but you know, your girl can be petty sometimes. I've got my Instagram also, linked down below. That's mostly just food right now. It was food and my life, but I don't have a life right now because I don't leave my house and I don't do anything. So it's mostly just food. But I do cook a lot. So if you're interested in what I'm eating on a day-to-day basis and or some recipe inspirations, you can check that out as well. And I've got Patreon. Think of Patreon as the tip jar for the internet. If you think I'm doing a good job, you want me to continue, and you would like to help me out, you can throw a few coins in my direction. You don't have to. Please don't feel obligated. But if you do, I would really appreciate that. As always, I'm Jasmine, the sequel, and I am not reliable. I was going to say I'm not reliable, but the fact of the matter is I'm pretty reliable. I'm just not relatable. Peace.